when you want to go out and be the warrior and crush your goals and achieve everything you want in life. It changes. But the needs, the deep down values of what we're going after remain the same. They might just shift a little in the balance. What's up, guys? I hope you're well. I wanted to bring a theory to your attention that, if you haven't heard of, might really help you with your general positive state of being. And if you're trying to figure out where you need to go in life, or what you need to bring into your world to make you a more happy person, this is just a guide, a theory, or something you can use to try and get you a little closer to wherever it is that you want to be personally in life. And this is Maslow's hierarchy of need. Abraham Maslow, he was a theorist effectively, and he brought up this idea in psychology about this hierarchy of what we need in order to be happy, to be fulfilled, to live good lives. And I'm going to put it hereabouts for reference as I talk through it, in case you've never seen it. And the important thing to understand with this, because when we talk about a hierarchy, we normally talk like from bottom up to top, and that is how this framework works. But it's not that you need to fully achieve each level in order to move up to it. It's just more of a general framework and a guideline for you to work through in terms of the areas of your life that you might want to give some attention to. So at the bottom is your physiological needs. We're talking about our basic needs to be sheltered, to eat, to drink water, to sleep, and to reproduce so that we can, keep the species going. We're talking on a very primal level here, the very basics. Think caveman, what they needed in order to survive. Beyond that, it's our safety needs. Now, this has very much changed from when a caveman would be looking at it to now. Safety now means things like our employment and having regular income so that we can keep that house over our head. Safety means having access to healthcare so that when someone gets sick, we've got the ability to look after them and get the medicine and make them well. So it's basic resources and securities and things that are going to give us the ability to take care of ourselves and those we care about. So we've got the basic needs that we need, the physiological needs to survive, and then the safety needs to help us to try to maintain that. Beyond that, the third level is our love and belongings. So it's the things that come into our life that give it value and give it meaning. So of course, our family, our partners, our friends, and then the idea of having things that belong to you. Your car that you drive, the house that you own, more than it being a shelter, it becomes a home. It becomes somewhere you enjoy to go. Your favorite chair, your desk, all of these things they are part of what we want in life. And we have a natural urge and predisposition to go after these things and get them. And there's nothing wrong with it. The next one is esteem. And this is like your development of where you stand in the world. So getting respect from your co-workers or from your friends, or achieving things like winning awards or getting to certain goalposts that you set for yourself or that society might have outlined for us in terms of the amount that we earn or having certain amount of children or whatever it is. It's recognition, and it's our ability to have the freedom to do whatever it is that we personally want to do. You might get someone who's great at table tennis and they become a world champion table tennis player. And to them, that gives them this esteem. Whereas someone else might look at that and go, well, that's ridiculous. Who cares about being the best in the world at table tennis? But it's a freedom that allows those two people to have a very different opinion of what it is that provides them with recognition and with this feeling of self-esteem. And then the final one, the highest one, is our ability to self-actualize. And this is the idea of being the best version of you. You are everything that one could ever hope to be. And it's like the end goal, the end game. Now, we all know this is an unattainable thing because it's a constantly developing journey. But it's something that we all work towards. We want to be the fittest we've ever been. We want to be earning the most money we've ever been able to earn. We want to have all the knowledge we could have. We want to have the perfect family, the perfect friendships. We want to have the perfect death. We have the idea of, if I'm going to die, which we all are, there's a way that I want to actualize it. And we work towards. And again, you don't need to go through this and make sure that you have all of your physiological needs before your safety, before your love and belongings, because I've spoke before about love and belongings and relationships being, as far as I'm concerned, 80% of your happiness. So for me, I could have my physiological needs, and if I have my love and relationships, I could go without a whole lot of other stuff in the middle. It's going to vary from person to person. But when you look at all of these areas, it covers the vast majority of what our lives consist of. Our relationships with our partner, our kids, our family, our elders, our work in terms of how it provides for us financially, the ability to put a roof over our head and food in our mouths. We used to hunt. So we used to provide these needs by going out and hunting. That was your work, and the payment was in the meat or was in the berries that you foraged and all the rest of it. Now we go out and we work and we give our time, we give our energy, and in return we receive this currency that can be exchanged for what we need. And then the more esoteric ones, the esteem and the self-actualization, it's about deciding what is valuable to you in life and what you want to achieve, and understanding that it's a completely individual thing, that you don't need to justify it, explain it, or anything to anyone else. As long as it provides you with a sense of fulfillment and happiness, then it's part of your personal needs. No one needs to understand why you want to be a world champion table tennis player, as long as you understand, and as long as doing so will fulfill a level of happiness within yourself. What you believe is a completely self-actualized person will vary from someone else. But as long as you have a firm idea of what the ideal state of living and being is for yourself, then continue to work towards it, continue to fulfill it, and hopefully it will bring you the happiness that you desire. But understand that all of this is a progression, and all of this is something that you will work towards until your dying days. And the mistake that we would make would either believing that we have fully arrived at any one point, or giving up entirely because we don't believe we could ever get to where we want to get to. It's a journey. There is no finish line to it. It's a constant, perpetual development of who we are as a person. And even as our physical bodies deteriorate, these needs remain the same. They might just change in terms of what they look like, and they might change massively in terms of priority. As you get older, you'll see this a lot. People start throwing their money away at their grandkids and their kids and all the rest of it, as long as their kid comes around and has a cup of tea with them. Because all they want in those later stages is the relationships and the love, because that's what carries the most meaning. That's what gives them that sense of esteem, and that's what they feel self-actualizes them, which is very different to when you're in your early 20s and 30s, when you want to go out and be the warrior and crush your goals and achieve everything you want in life. It changes. But the needs, the deep down values of what we're going after remain the same. They might just shift a little in the balance. So guys, I hope that's helpful to you. I hope it's something that you can take away and have a look at. Again, it's not a blueprint of how to live your life, and it's not a linear line that you need to work through, but it's something to take a look at and gain a bit of perspective on the decisions you make and the things that you focus your time and energy into. So as always, take care of yourself.